Bueno, bienvenidos al podcast Gente. Hoy estamos con LEEBO. Él es un artista de hip hop y pues también es un productor. LEEBO, how are you? Thanks for being here today.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate you for opening your community to me and my people.
Well, thank you, brother. Bienvenido a Gente. Y pues LEEBO ahorita está trabajando en su proyecto actual que se llama Stormfest. Can you talk a little bit about the Stormfest? What's going on with it?
Yeah, man. So I'll tell you a little bit about the Stormfest. Basically, it's this event that my team, has curated, and what we're doing here is bringing together upcoming music artists, bringing together vendors, anybody that has an art or a craft or a podcast or just something that they would like to bring to the community. We showcase this event, once, every, here in a while, and we bring everyone together, and a Stormfest happens. That's what happens when you bring all these different communities together and you put LEEBO in the middle of it.
So is that something that you came up with?
Yeah, definitely something that my brain has brought to life. Yeah.
How long ago did you come up with the idea for the Stormfest?
The Stormfest, it's kind of evolved throughout the process. So, it was just, regular, events that were just bringing people together to just dance and stuff. But it turned into this at least a few years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah. So
it's grown, like it's been everywhere, right? As I've seen online, like it's been LA, Florida.
Yes, those are a few cities we've traveled to in the last few months. So it's been a blessing for sure.
How did it go from just an idea to this?
It went from an idea to this when I realized that what I was doing was extremely needed, and what I was doing was helping people. So once I realized that, I started to take it more seriously.
Gotcha. Was that the first event that you ever did, or like when you were younger, were you doing like house parties and stuff, church events?
Yeah, it did start smaller. It wasn't like always this, it's like an idea, once you kind of put something in the works, you kind of like add on to it, take things away. But yeah, we did start very, pretty basic level, entry level events, parties, that's kind of the way we started. And yeah, I think that it was necessary to start at that level just to see what we didn't like about it, what we liked about it, and like, kept us going.
And what people liked about it too.
Exactly.
Just kind of get some feedback from the peeps.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Did it start because you wanted to showcase your art, or did the art come like with it?
Man, that's
what started first.
What started first, it definitely was the music, because before I ever got into any type of music or art, I never ever was the type of person to even party or like want to be that guy as known as throwing the parties. Like I didn't really need it, you know what I'm saying? But once it was like, fuck, I got music and I want to see people jumping up to that shit. And it's like my favorite artists are like Tyler, the Creator, and Kanye West and Kid Cudi. Like these are performing artists. So when you watch that, you know what I'm saying? You want to perform. Like you have to perform, bro.
And when did it become more of a business?
I would say it became more of a business once I took that leap over into after coronavirus hit, shut things down. You know what I'm saying? Like couldn't do things locally, couldn't do anything out of the country. I realized that I needed to grow the business. You know what I'm saying? And thankfully, due to funding and different grants, we've been able to accelerate the business and get around.
That's dope, man. So like pretty much you're one of those people like where COVID in a way has actually helped you grow, or you're more like you found the opportunity to grow between COVID.
Yeah, I think COVID definitely just sat me the fuck down. It's like, look, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to Toronto. You're not gonna keep doing the same shit. You're gonna have to sit down and figure something else out in the time being.
Yeah. So where did you get your somewhat of a business mentality? Was it like in your family, or did you, since you were younger, start doing like some kind of like businesses selling stuff?
I think I got the mentality. Well, I've always been a competitor. One, I was playing sports. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I was playing shit online, video games. I was a competitor. I like to win. I like to work. Like, you feel me? I don't mind training my goal. Training my skills to get better. You feel me? I used to play RuneScape, bro. I used to sit at the computer for 10 hours a day and click a button. Like, I can definitely do the same shit doing something else. So I think the mentality just came from just being extremely passionate. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really need anything else. Just once I found passion, it just go.
I just pretty much like snowballed.
Yeah.
You've mentioned earlier momentum.
Correct. Yeah.
If you weren't doing what you're doing, what else would you be doing right now?
I mean, what I was doing before this was definitely like, I mean, it wasn't bad. I was able to get decent jobs with my ability to just be who I am. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have, a lot of the skills that I probably needed because I didn't finish college. But people knew that if they hired me, this guy is, you can trust him with the job. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know, just kept going.
When did you start with like music, like making your own music, or did you start doing covers, or did you start producing your own stuff?
Honestly, I probably I started music about 4 or 5 years ago, and I didn't even intend to be like an artist ever in my life or be one of those cliche ass rapper dudes. Like, that wasn't who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But I just started producing music on FL Studio, and just was like, man, I just want to make beats. I just want to listen to my beats. I'm gonna just send them to somebody, and like that was fun. It would just be the side hustle. That was my thing. It was gonna be just this side hustle that's bringing me like an extra few $100s a month. And then it just blossomed into some other shit because somebody decided to bring over a microphone one day, and we got too experimental on that shit. We got too out of control. It consumed us, bro.
That's what it takes, just to experiment.
Yeah, it consumed us, bro.
That's dope. What's your favorite memory of a show?
It's definitely gonna be one of the events in Tri-Cities, bro. Either one in Tri-Cities or maybe one in Seattle for sure. Cause it's just something about that, like those first few times getting those cities together, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, those are the cities that like you just, once you make it happen there, you're gonna be able to do something somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I think both demographics are extremely different, but being able to execute in both cities consistently is like, that shit's gonna do something eventually.
Yeah. For sure. What do you think about the importance of networking? Like, what has it done for you in your projects, especially Stormfest?
Networking has allowed me to expand outside of the community in ways that I never thought I would be able to, because once you realize that you can use certain keywords to find people in different areas, you can basically get anything you want in the world because you know how to find it. All you really need to do from there is just figure out how to access it.
Yeah. Like how did you, I just imagine how did you end up connecting with, end up doing events all the way in Florida, all the way in LA, calling people, messaging people on social media?
Basically that came about, like I said, after COVID, you know what I'm saying? We had to outsource, and thanks to the funding that I was generating, you know what I'm saying? I was able to bring the idea to life.
Yeah.
But that idea is just, you have to grow the business. You can't just keep doing shows in the same fucking city every single time. Like, I don't know why artists do this shit. You perform in Seattle 6 months in a row, you're doing shows twice a week in the same city. Like, what are you trying to fucking do? You know what I'm saying? You gotta outsource, gotta get out of the box, gotta change it up, see different markets. Like, unless you bring in a different artist in every time, like a lit ass artist, like you bringing in national acts to perform along with you. But performing in the same market is just kind of, it just defeats, it just, how much content of that do you need? like you're just doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's so true. That one hit me.
You
gotta that's hella true, bro. Like and also because of COVID, that's when like kind of the idea started running. Like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
And all this like live streaming, all the like recording at home and stuff like started getting more popular.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, it's kind of like an awakening. All that. If you want to talk about it, what's your relationship with weed, with marijuana?
It's a good question, man. Because honestly, I really don't like. I wouldn't say I'm like super like go smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna make you feel better and do everything better. But I'm definitely like, hey, if somebody wants to smoke, you feel me? Let them smoke. You know, just do it responsibly. You feel me? You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as you do it responsibly, and that's kind of with everything. You feel me? You just do enough to where you aren't out of control. You feel me? And you know, if it's something that is extremely threatening, then definitely you gotta look into that more.
Do you think, as it is right now, business-wise, is it where it should be, or should it be more available to people?
Well, the thing is it definitely is. It's definitely good, and we want the community to be a part of it. But the real question is, how do we get this to the community, and how do we make sure that everyone is able to, you know, feel secure within it?
Yeah.
You know, because we can create certain links and certain websites to, you know, get these people here, but it's like, what is that process? You know, what do you, you know, we have to figure out those things. So it's in the works. We just have to figure out a way to process everything. It's going to definitely take a website. We're going to have to make a website that is going to be, you know, educating on what we do, but also, you know, it's going to need to have it needs some inputs for like contact information so we can contact them. But it's like, okay, if we have 100 of these a week, are we going to call everyone, or do we need to set them up with like a pay now situation? Yeah. So we're trying to figure out that. So we have to experiment a little bit, but we definitely want everyone in the community to know about what we do. Yeah. You feel me? If we could show this shit to every single person in this damn community that needs this shit, that they don't even know about it, we wish we could. But it's literally, you know, it's going to take ads, which is money, or it's going to take word of mouth. But we know word of mouth is the best, so that's what we work with consistently. Yeah. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Do you have any experience with medicinal or therapeutic marijuana?
I don't. Is there a difference? Because before I even talk on, I want to make sure that I'm like correct. So is medicinals different than like?
I don't know. That's why I was asking for both.
Okay,
actually, marijuana used in the medical area, like if they have like a mental illness or if they have a physical condition, for them to get an actual health aid or relief, rather than just for recreation.
Oh, I see. Have I used it for?
If you've witnessed any case of someone using it for that rather than just recreational.
I can't say I have on first basis because no one ever announces like, man, I feel like shit, I'm gonna go smoke weed. People just say they're gonna smoke weed, so you really never know if they're like
that's true
hurting, or you never know if they're just like doing it just how you may be doing it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I think what it is just, you know, you never really know.
That's hella true, dude. Yeah, I've had some coworkers that actually like want to look into getting their card, but back when you had to have like a card for you to be able to get it legally. But now that it's just available for pretty much everyone, it's like any other medical condition. Like you don't have to tell, right?
Nah, not
like,
at all.
You shouldn't have to tell, like explain to everyone. Oh, it's because I have this and this, so I have to like why? Maybe that's gonna just worsen your
condition.
Your symptoms. So yeah,
true.
Well, that's the bro. What other businesses you have besides Eternal? Or can you talk about Eternal? What is it that you do there?
I know there's so much to talk about with Eternal. Look, Eternal is just a brand that was a clothing brand. That's what it started off was, just clothing. We did hoodies, you know what I'm saying, just clothes. then we realized, okay, with this certain type of clothes, we're obviously attracting a certain kind of audience. And this certain kind of audience also likes the same fucking music as me. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to fucking do something with this shit. So Eternal just went from a clothing brand to the parties and events because it just worked. Yeah, and I was already doing the music before the brand. Yeah. The music made me start the brand because I needed a product to sell and represent me.
Your merch.
Exactly.
Your little merch stand. Yeah, something I learned that I didn't do with my band at first. Then I went to the East Coast with just randomly this a friend of mine, Eric Molina. He's a sax player.
Okay.
He invited me over. Huh?
I used to play the sax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You used to. Why don't you play anymore?
I was ass.
No, like if you ever wanna record with a horn with a sax, just hit him up. He's like a fucking badass.
That'd be dope.
We went to the East Coast, and dude, we had 16 shows on 16 days, and with the Scotch bonnets.
Jeez.
And the
16 shows in 16 days.
Yeah, dude.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Whoa.
Yep, just every day, and we were the opening band with the Scotch bonnets, and from Baltimore, and the Toasters were actually playing like 52 shows total. Like they were already like 30 shows in when we met, like 30 something shows in when we caught up to them, and we started going south. And dude, they were hustling. Like the singer of the Toasters, when he finished singing, he was like the main guy, and he went to he didn't drink at all. Like he just go to the merch stand, and he would stand there.
Wow.
Like for 3-4 hours more, just there. And I mean, that's the kind of thing that you see that you should be doing. Like shit, man, I've been missing out on that. So you come back with new ideas, and that's like you can't miss out having your merch out there. It's like that's income. That was income for the band. It's like huge. They told us, go stand on the merch stand because I mean that's what's gonna get us paid. So yeah, no, that's dope. Like it all connects. It all gets together. Where can people find your clothes, your merch?
They can find the merch on eternal.com. So it's, if you look up Eternal, it's the same thing as Eternal with an A. Instead of an A, it has a V. So if you look that up online, you will find us on Instagram, and then from Instagram you will find the shopping link, or you can just look up eternal.com.
Dope. Are you also producing for other artists?
Not really. I was kind of like, I wanted to be that guy. Like everything that I told myself I was gonna fucking do with the shit, I just completely didn't use it for that shit. Like, I thought I was gonna be that producer to like put out a bunch of beats for everyone to sell, but realistically, I enjoy it so much as an art that it's kind of tough for me to monetize it. I can't use this gift to do everything. Like, I'm blessed with the gift of making music, but why I kind of also went with the events and shit is because also it was hard for me to monetize, me producing and shit. Like, I don't really enjoy it. Like, I like to, but only if it's like a song that I'm on with somebody else or it's one of my own. But
that's dope. You have to let it flow because sometimes it gets stressful.
Facts.
You're doing things for hire rather than for yourself.
Of course.
And you also got to get out there and get some inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Like how do you get inspiration when you're like, you think you're like missing it?
Honestly, recently, it's kind of weird how you get inspiration. You just do it without even like knowing. But recently, just by my own ideas, just knowing that there's more that I want to do. So it's like that consistent and constant thought in the back of your head, like, man, I want to do this. 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 And then like time keeps going. It's like that time puts something in you. If you really want to make it happen, you have to act on it, or you miss out. So, I guess just trying to bring that amount of consistency up is the key.
It's not like you have to go to the mountains and stuff.
No.
It's the constant hustle.
It's just the staying consistent with it, man. That's really all it is, bro. But the inspiration definitely, from that fear, but also, I do listen to some not interviews, but I like to listen to speakers online. Okay. I like to listen to like Bruce Lipton, I like to listen to Jim Rohn. I like to listen to some alpha male shit too. You feel me? Just, it's good to hear some bullshit here and there, for entertainment sometimes.
It's clearly worked, right?
Yeah.
So, whatever works, man.
Just a little bit of entertainment here and there, but, just it also is good to hear that side of things because, you got to hear that shit.
Yeah. How do you write your songs? Do you have to, record them, the audio, and then type them up, or sit down with a pen and paper, old school?
I think the way I write is what I would do is I'll first produce the beat. So once the instrumental's rolling, everything's going, then I'll just, I just put the headphones on, I just chill, and I'll just start freestyling to it. And sometimes I'm not even really saying words. I'm just saying I'm just humming and harmonizing different melodies, and I'm crafting the melodies, and then I'm inserting the words later. Because once you get the flow down, it really doesn't matter what you say. It's just a matter of how you express it.
That's dope. Yeah, that's true. I kind of sympathize with you on that one. Just gotta let it flow.
100%.
Well, brother, what's your social media, your Spotify? Where can people find your music?
People can find all of my music very, very easily. All you have to do is this. It's the same thing for everything. It's just at LEEBO Tracks, LEEBO TRACKS, everywhere.
So shopping, the clothing, Eternal, the music, everything.
You'll find it one way or the
LEEBO
other.
Tracks.
If you search that up in Google, you search that up in Twitter, you search that up in anything in the world, even Snapchat, you will find something.
Find my boy LEEBO.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Our podcast, Gente, man. Y'all be watch out, man. Shout out to them for making it happen too.
I was gonna say fuck yeah, but for real, bro. I was gonna ask, would you think of recording a cumbia or a reggae or anything out of
that'd be cool.
Do you plan on going out of the box? What's the next thing that you would like to add? Maybe some acoustic instruments, or I don't know, percussion.
There's two things that I'm extremely fucking interested in doing that I haven't acted on yet, but I will. Is I want to make ambient music for sleep, and I want to make a project called, I can't release that name yet, but it's, people know that my theme of events is the storm cloud and lightning, so it's gonna be something very calm, and it's gonna be, because I like to listen to ambient sleep music when I sleep, so it's and I know how often I'm listening to this shit, so it's I feel that's not only gonna help people, but it's also no one really complains about what they listen to when they sleep.
For real? Is that gonna be instrumental, or are you gonna sing?
No, it'll just be instrumentals, bro. Just pads. Just pads.
It sounds like Vicks vapor rub in your chest.
Yeah, just pads, bro, and maybe some lightning here and there, some rain. You feel me? Some rain here and there. Frost. Just to let you know that's the branding. It's the storm.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
I can see myself listening to it. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you visiting the podcast, Gente. And your next events on August 19th.
Pop out, man. If you don't pop out,
we got some tickets over with.
Listen out, man.
Gente, so, yeah, gracias. Thank you, LEEBO.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Estamos, banda.
Whoa, no, gotta stay under control. Time be going fast when you moving different, nigga. Gotta stay in lane, keep on going, hit the gas. I can stop, no, nigga, can I stop? Oh, why I gotta deal with these audience? Swear I didn't mean to do it, I said I'm sorry. No, I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to do it. Yeah. I can't help it. You can't change the things that we doing. Can't change what I'm pursuing. I can't give up. No, I ain't going back. I ain't going back. I ain't going back. I ain't going back to what I used to be. What I used to be. No, I ain't going back to what I used to be.